Hi friends, it's Miss J. I have a new lesson for this week, and we're going to start out by reading this poem first. This poem says caterpillars. And remember, I'm not going to always be in the video, okay? So I want you to see the words in the poster more than I want you to see me, even though I miss you a lot. So if you just hear my voice, just keep watching the screen and then following along, okay? This poem is called Caterpillars. I bet you started to see some, or maybe some making some cocoons and things. What do caterpillars do? Nothing much but chew and chew. What do caterpillars know? Nothing much but how to grow. They just eat what by and by will make them be a butterfly. But that is more than I can do, however much I chew and chew. That was written by Eileen Fisher. I really like this poem because it talks about all the things that a caterpillar does. And there were some questions in here, and my voice changed when I saw the question mark, my voice went up a little bit. And there were also some rhyming words. I want to read it one more time, and I want you to listen carefully for the rhyming words. Are you ready? Caterpillars. What do caterpillars do? Nothing much but chew and chew. What do caterpillars know? Nothing much but how to grow. They just eat what by and by will make them be a butterfly. But that is more than I can do, however much I chew and chew. So these words all rhymed. Do, chew, know, grow, by, butterfly, do, chew. Did you hear all those rhyming words? I hope so. All right, friends. We have some new sight words for this week, so I want you to read them at the bottom with me. Start right here. There are 6 of them. This word is know, N-O, he, H-E, away, A-W-A-Y, must, M-U-S-T, by, B-Y, there, T-H-E-R-E. Now this there is the one where you are telling somebody it's a place, like put it over there, okay? So let's read them again. I'll say it and you say it. No, your turn. He, away, must, by, your turn, there. Good job saying all of the sight words for this week. Let's read the sentences and see if we can hear or see where the sight words are in the sentence. The chameleon is hungry when he wakes up. Did you find it? It's he. Because my marker is not working very well. Let's try another one. He. There is no chameleon in this tree. There is no chameleon in this tree. Did you find it? No. The zebras ran away from a lion. The zebras ran away from a lion. This animal must hide in the snow. This animal must. So we have, so far I forgot to check them off. We have he, we have no, we have away, and we have must. So we're looking for these 2 words. The cheetahs wait side by side in the grass. By. Good work. Do you see a fish hiding there? Here's the word there. Great job, friends. So those are our sight words for this week, okay? Now I'm going to take this chart down, and I'm going to go over oops, I dropped the book. I'm going to go over our vocabulary words for this week. Let me see if I can back up just a little bit so that I can, there we go, so I can be in the picture just a little this time. All right, so we have a new story for this week, and it is called Red Eyes or Blue Feathers. I bet you can tell already from the title of this book and from the cover that this is probably going to be an informational story. Did you think that? You were right. It is going to be another informational story, and it's going to give us some information today. But I want to go over some vocabulary words really quick so that you know some new words. Remember, learning new words is the fastest, quickest way to make you super smart. So you should always be asking to learn new words. Knowing lots and lots of words makes you really smart, okay? Always remember that. Okay, so here's our first word. The word is mood. You probably hear or say sometimes, I'm in a bad mood, or I'm in a happy mood. It's how you feel. This word is mood, okay? This word here is sly. Sly, like a fox. Sly means you're kind of sneaky and smart. Very sly. Fox have to be very sly. You know this word, temperature. Okay, I put some thermometers on this picture here. That word is temperature. And sometimes you take your temperature by your mouth because you're not feeling well, or you might even think about the temperature outside. And our temperature in Michigan has been really warm and really cold lately. So we often measure temperature, okay? This word is survive, okay? Survive. And if you look closely, this family is collecting things that will help them survive, things that help you live. Now in this story, I bet it's something to do with how animals survive, the things that they need to do to survive and stay alive, okay? And the next word is scent. Scent. You can see there that girl is smelling a rose. Things that have a smell, it's called the scent, okay? All right, last word, communicate. Communicate. That means, if you can look at the picture, lots of ways of communicating. We do it by cell phone, by computer, but communicate has to do with how you tell somebody information, okay? You have to talk to tell people information. Like I'm communicating with you right now through a video so that you can learn new words, okay? Communicate. So I want you to listen to the story today and see if you can hear some of these words in the story. All right, this story is called Red Eyes or Blue Feathers, and it's written by Patricia Stockland, and she's the author, and illustrated by Todd Oren. Now, Todd is when it says illustrator, that means he's the one that made or did the pictures, okay? All right, friends, so I'm going to read the story to you, and then I will zoom in a little bit so you can see closely, okay? Red-eyed tree frog. Bright red eyes shine in the night. The red-eyed tree frog is wide awake. During the day, this tiny frog hides its bright colors by closing its eyes and tucking up its legs. The red-eyed tree frog's shiny green back blends in with the trees. Predators think the little frog is a leaf. The vertical pupils of the red-eyed tree frog help it see better at night. Daytime frogs usually have horizontal pupils. That means their black goes this way, but these ones go up and down. Polar bear. White fur surrounds a shiny black nose. A polar bear slowly lumbers across the snow. The polar bear's snow-colored coat blends in with the Arctic tundra. Its favorite tree is seal blubber. As the bear sits on the edge of the ice, a seal comes up for air. The seal doesn't see the giant paw grabbing for it. Grrr! Polar bears are not actually white. Their fur is transparent or clear. Light reflects off it and makes it appear white or yellowish. Did you know that? That's interesting information. Red fox. Rusty colored fur rustles through the woods. A red fox follows a scent. This small fox finds food in many places. Its red coat and dark tail help it blend in with plants and trees. Neither predators nor prey can see the sly fox. That was one of our words, sly. Being able to hide so well helps this animal live and survive in many places. And survive was one of our words. Seahorse. Yellow, green, and brown seaweed swishes in the shallow sea. A small seahorse swishes in the seaweed too. The seahorse is a slow swimmer. Its yellow-brown armor helps it blend in with the seaweed. Larger fish can't see the seahorse hiding. The seahorse can quickly change color to blend in better with its surroundings. It also changes color when it mates. Killer whale. A huge black and white animal glides through the water. The killer whale is ready to attack. This ocean mammal is a smart hunter. Black and white markings help this large animal hide. From below, its belly looks like sunlight. From above, its black back becomes part of the ocean's shadows. Killer whales use a lot of hunting tricks. Some swim under chunks of ice and tip them. Resting seals slide right into the water. Macaw. Red, blue, yellow, and green feathers float in the air. A colorful macaw lands in the trees. Macaws are some of the brightest birds around. The fancy colors fit well in their rainforest homes. These bold colors help the parrots blend into their surroundings. The white skin around a macaw's beak will turn red if the bird is excited or angry. Black rhinoceros. A big booming tank stomps down the hill. The black rhino is on its way to the watering hole. This giant creature isn't really black. It is actually gray. Rhinos like to cool off by getting dirty, but the mud also makes them look darker. A nice mud bath makes the hot African sun easier to handle. The dried mud on a rhino's skin also protects the animal from pesky flies. Jewel beetle. Can you see it right there? A shiny blue and gold shell shimmers in the sun. A jewel beetle sparkles on a flower. This bright beetle looks pretty enough to wear, but don't be fooled. It uses the dazzling color as a disguise. Predators think this tasty creature is part of the plant. Jewel beetles also use their bright colors to find mates. Hold on, friends. I'm going to get a drink. All right, there we go. Chameleon. Green skin turns yellow and then turns to red instead. The chameleon rests on a rock. A chameleon's shade changes depending on its mood and temperature. It uses this clever color code to show how it feels. Color is one way the chameleons communicate. Whoa, I heard lots of words. Mood, there's our word mood, temperature, and communicate right here in the book. There are they, all those words. And look at, here's the chameleon turning red. All right. In the back of the book, the author had left us with some questions to see if you remembered something about these animals and fun facts. And there's that glossary again of words and definitions in case you didn't know what they were. And an informational book often has an index. An index tells you where you can find certain information. For example, if you wanted to open this book and just read about red fox, you would go to page 6. And that's how an index works. So these are all signs or signals to you that this is an informational story, okay? All right, so I want to talk about the story for just a couple of minutes. I love this story. It was so many interesting animals in there. How about you, right? All right, so let me ask you a question. I'm going to go back to page 4 or 5 here, 4 and 5, and talk about this polar bear, okay? It said, white fur surrounds a black, shiny nose. A polar bear slowly lumbers across the snow. The polar bear's snow-colored coat blends in with the Arctic tundra. Its favorite treat is seal blubber. As the bear sits on the edge of the ice, a seal comes up for air. The seal doesn't see the giant paw grabbing for it. Grr. But what I want to read to you really close is this little part down here. Sometimes authors will insert or put into their stories little extra bits of information. Now this one said, polar bears are not actually white. Their fur is transparent or clear. Light reflects off and makes it appear white or yellowish. So my question is that this, do you think that with the author doing this, do you think that the author is telling this to us for fun or so that we can learn something? Why do you think they put that in there? To make it fun or to help us learn something? Did you say to learn something? That was the correct answer. But it is kind of fun too, to learn something new, isn't it? Good job. All right, I'm going to go to another page here. This one about the red fox. Okay. Now, so remember, it talked about this rusty colored fur rustles through the wood. A red fox follows a scent. That was one of our words, scent. The small fox finds food in many places. Its red coat and dark tail help it blend in with plants and trees. Neither predators nor prey can see the sly fox. Being able to hide so well helps this animal live and survive in many different places. Okay, so my question is, how does being able to hide so well help the red fox? Well, if I go back to the story and look for the words, remember this is called looking for the evidence. The evidence are the words that help answer the question. So the question was, how does being able to hide so well help the red fox? Well, it says right here, neither predators nor prey can see the sly fox. Okay? So by being able to blend in with its surroundings, nobody can find the fox. Maybe that's what makes him sly. So good readers always have to look back to the story and look for the words that help them tell or answer the questions. That's called looking for the text evidence. And that means looking into the book, because text means the words in the book, and looking for the words that exactly answer the question. Okay, great job, friends. All right, I have one more for you on this page right here about the seahorse. Okay, I'm going to let you look at that picture really close. All right. Let me look. It says, I'm going to read it just so you remember what it said. Seahorse, yellow, green, and brown seaweed swishes in the shallow sea. A small seahorse swishes in the seaweed too. The seahorse is a slow swimmer. Its yellow-brown armor helps it blend in with the seaweed. Larger fish can't see the seahorse hiding. And down here it says the seahorse can quickly change color to blend in better with its surroundings. It also changes color when it mates. Okay, so my question for you is, why is it important for a seahorse to be able to hide? What was the reason it needs to hide? Do you remember? If I go back to the text, what are the words in the story, and I look for the evidence, it says, the seahorse is a slow swimmer. What does being a slow swimmer potentially mean to a seahorse? If he's super slow, could he be caught easily by other animals that might want to eat him? That's why. So it's important for him to be able to blend in because he can't swim very fast. If he wants to stay alive and survive, he has to hide, right? So that's the answer to that question. Because he's a slow swimmer, he has to be able to hide. Great job, friends. I hope you really enjoyed this story. Red eyes or blue feathers. Great job. Now go ahead and you have 2 workbook pages to do for today. And I know I gave a great example last week of how to do them. So remember, I'm always expecting you to do your very, very best Remember, even though you're home, you're still getting ready for first grade, okay? I'm very proud of you and I miss you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.